You know something, Gentry? When I saw this one on the docket, my skin, I could just feel the goosebumps coming up, the hair on the back of my neck. This right here is going to be an exciting match against two young men who have been blazing a path throughout the Southeast.
Absolutely, and when I saw it too, I was like, I knew this match has the potential to steal the entire show. Even with the Devil's Rejects on hand in our main event tonight, these two men are what we are looking at, the future here of professional wrestling here, not only in the state of Georgia, but here in the Landmark Arena as well.
Yeah, Skrilla the Great and Duncan Mitchell. We've seen Skrilla here a few times in the Landmark Arena. Duncan Mitchell, of course, has been here a little over a year now. But each and every time we see something new from big Duncan Energy, Duncan Mitchell. But it's not going to be a cakewalk with Skrilla the Great in there.
Yeah, you got to think Duncan Mitchell wants to get back on the winning ways after taking a loss a couple weeks ago to Jay Too Strong via disqualification, Mike. But still, he wants to get back on his winning ways as he still tries to blaze his path toward Hardcore Hell 24.
And big Duncan Energy, Duncan Mitchell is trying to size up Skrilla the Great. But what about what we just saw? Hold on. And Skrilla caught him Owen right there on the apron of the ring. Takes him right down. But what about what we just saw and heard? The Undeniable are going to get a shot at the Anarchy Tag Team Championships at Hardcore Hell. But then we saw the program jump the Undeniable. But who else was there?
I don't know, but say there's somebody else that was there that witnessed all this. We have no idea who it could have been, but we will probably find out sooner rather than later. But we know that we now have another big marquee matchup at Hardcore Hell 24. The Anarchy Tag Team titles on the line. The program will defend against the Undeniable, and that's definitely another match that you do not want to miss. So if you are anywhere near the Cornelia area, make sure you come and join us both April 8th and 9th for a big two-night event of Hardcore Hell 24 right here at the Landmark Arena.
Nice Russian leg sweep right there by Skrilla the Great, who showed dominance over Duncan Mitchell there. Caught him with a kidney shot that led into that nice Russian leg sweep. And you can see referee David Weekley there warning Skrilla the Great about staying out of the hair of Duncan Mitchell. But, this card just keeps getting bigger and bigger by the day. We know that we're going to have that Anarchy Tag Team title match. We're going to have a huge ladder match at Hardcore Hell. Just the Hardcore Hell announcements keep coming and coming and coming.
Yeah, and also, like I said, it's not only just Hardcore Hell. It's our annual Hall of Fame ceremony, which will be shown on night 1 of Hardcore Hell. And what about the first announcement? Again, we heard it just a couple weeks ago. Shadow Jackson, the first inductee into this year's Class of Hall of Fame.
There was a cover by Skrilla the Great, only a 2. Yeah, that is going to be a huge night on night 1 when Shadow Jackson takes his rightful place in the Landmark Arena. Hall of Fame fans, you can be a part of both nights of action if you're in the Cornelia, Georgia area. If you're not, hey, that's spring break time. Make a trip up here. The mountains are beautiful during that time of year. And Duncan Mitchell just goes in head first and misses. But what about the challenge for Hardcore Hell that we got 2 weeks ago? Jeter making a challenge to Will Caution that Will Caution hasn't had a chance to answer yet. Will that be a part of Hardcore Hell as well? There's so much to happen. We're just a little over a month away from that huge event.
Yeah, and the roads got all sorts of twists and turns as we continue down the highway to hell. Hardcore Hell 24, again, like you said, just almost a month away now. And listen, I can't wait to see what the final card looks like as we get closer here. Now, Skrilla the Great comes off the top rope, misses an elbow drop right there. Duncan Mitchell trying to find his way to get himself back in this matchup here.
You can see referee David Weekley starting his 10 count here. And both these men would love to be a part of Hardcore Hell as well, as they've been showing off their skills to the promoters here of Anarchy Wrestling and Commissioner Michael O'Rourke.
Now big clotheslines right there. Duncan Mitchell comes through with the sling blade.
Caught him in, and Once again, yelling out for that big Duncan energy is Duncan Mitchell, and the crowd here in the Landmark Arena has gotten on board with it as well.
Yeah, I know. Like, they're all behind Duncan Mitchell. And nice move right there. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Only a 2 count. Duncan Mitchell again very, very close to picking up a 3 count here. And you got to be thinking he's got to do whatever it takes here to try to pick up the win and rebuild that momentum as he tries to work his way into the card for Hardcore Hell 24 on April the 9th here for the Anarchy portion.
Duncan Mitchell sizing up Skrilla the Great here. Slides in. Oh, but was tripped up. Nice maneuvering there by Skrilla. Has him a fireman's carry.
Gets him up.
Drove down.
Oh, and very close. I thought he had a 3 there. Skrilla the Great only able to pick up a 2.8 on the count.
We've been talking about Hardcore Hell, but tonight, Hell comes to the Landmark Arena in the form of the Devil's Rejects in our main event. That's still to come here tonight. For the first time in over a decade, the Devil's Rejects are in. And big knee there by Duncan Mitchell. That could be all she wrote.
Got him.